Today we're exploring a game changer in manufacturing, 3D printing. How does it turn digital designs into real objects? Stick around for a mind-blowing journey, and don't forget to smash that like button if you love learning how stuff works. So, what exactly is 3D printing? At its core, it's a process that creates three-dimensional objects from digital files, layer by layer. Think of it like building a Lego model, but instead of snapping bricks together, a machine lays down tiny layers of material until your object takes shape. Officially, it's called additive manufacturing, because it adds material rather than cutting it away, like traditional methods. This tech has been around since the 1980s, but it's exploded in recent years, powering everything from rocket parts to medical implants. Why? Because it's fast, customizable, and wastes less material. Whether you're a hobbyist printing a phone stand or a company building a car chassis, 3D printing is changing the game. Before we dive into how it works, let's talk about why it matters. Imagine designing a part on your computer and having it in your hands hours later, no factory needed. That's the power of 3D printing, and it's why this tech is revolutionizing industries. Curious yet? Keep watching and let us know in the comments what you'd love to 3D print. Alright, let's get to the good stuff. How does a 3D printer actually work? It all starts with a digital blueprint called a 3D model. This is like a set of instructions that tells the printer what to build. You can create these models using software like Blender, Tinkercad, or Fusion 360, or download pre-made ones from sites like Thingiverse. Once you have your model, it's sliced into super thin layers using a program called a slicer. Think of it like slicing a loaf of bread. Each layer is a 2D shape that the printer will stack to form the final object. The slicer also generates a set of commands called G-code, which tells the printer exactly where to move and how much material to use. Now the printer gets to work. Most 3D printers use a process called Fused Deposition Modeling, or FDM. Here's how it goes. A spool of filament, usually plastic like PLA or ABS, is fed into a heated nozzle. The nozzle melts the filament and extrudes it onto a build plate, following the G-code to draw each layer. Once a layer cools and hardens, the printer moves up a tiny bit and starts the next one. Layer by layer, your object comes to life. But FDM is just one type. There's also stereolithography, or SLA, which uses a laser to harden liquid resin into precise shapes. And then there's selective laser sintering, SLS, which fuses powdered materials like nylon or metal with a laser. Each method has its strengths. FDM is affordable, SLA is great for detail, and SLS is perfect for strong, complex parts. No matter the method, the basic idea is the same. A digital design becomes a physical object through precise, layer-by-layer construction. It's like watching science fiction become reality. If you're amazed by this, drop a comment below and tell us what you think is the coolest 3D printing method. Now that we know how 3D printing works, let's talk about the machines and materials that make it happen. There's a 3D printer for every budget and purpose, from desktop models costing a few $100 to industrial giants worth millions. Hobbyists often start with FDM printers because they're affordable and easy to use. Brands like Creality and Anycubic are super popular. For professionals, SLA or SLS printers offer higher precision but come with a steeper price tag. Some printers even combine multiple methods for versatility. And the materials, they're just as diverse. Plastics like PLA are great for beginners. They're cheap, eco-friendly, and come in every colour imaginable. ABS is tougher but needs better ventilation. For advanced projects, you can print with metals like titanium, or even flexible materials like TPU for things like phone cases. There are even exotic options like carbon fibre composites for super strong parts, or bioresins for medical applications. The possibilities are endless, which is why 3D printing is so exciting. Want to learn more about a specific printer or material? Let us know in the comments, and we might cover it in a future video. So, where is 3D printing making waves? Pretty much everywhere. In healthcare, it's creating custom prosthetics, dental implants, and even 3D printed organs for research. In aerospace, companies like SpaceX use it to build lightweight rocket parts. And in fashion, designers are printing wild, avant-garde outfits. For consumers, 3D printing means personalization. Need a unique phone case? Print it. Want a custom board game piece? Print it. Small businesses are using it to prototype products without breaking the bank, and schools are teaching kids engineering with hands-on 3D printing projects. But it's not just about cool gadgets. 3D printing is sustainable too. It uses only the material needed, reducing waste compared to traditional manufacturing. Some companies are even printing houses with concrete to tackle housing shortages. Imagine a future where entire neighbourhoods are 3D printed. The impact is huge and we're just scratching the surface. If you are inspired by these applications, hit that like button and share this video with a friend who needs to know about 3D printing. Of course, 3D printing isn't perfect. It can be slow for large objects, and high-end printers and materials are pricey. There's also a learning curve. Slicing software and printer maintenance take practice. And while it's great for prototypes, it's not always the best choice for mass production. There are also ethical questions. 3D printed guns have raised concerns about regulation, and intellectual property is tricky when anyone can download and print a design. But these challenges are pushing innovation. Researchers are working on faster printers, cheaper materials, and even multi-material printing for more complex objects. Looking ahead, the future is bright. Imagine 3D printers in every home, printing everything from furniture to food. Scientists are even exploring 4D printing, where objects change shape over time. The possibilities are endless, and we're so excited to see where this tech takes us. What do you think the future of 3D printing holds? Drop your predictions in the comments, and let's start a conversation. That's it for today's deep dive into how 3D printing works. If you loved this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Real How for more behind the scenes looks at how things are made. Want us to cover a specific topic next? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload, and check out our Patreon for exclusive content and to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep curious.